Cheers, everybody. Welcome to I would say it's the second part of a comparison because we last week, yesterday, by the time you get the video, it would have been last week. Uh, I compared Guinness with Aldi's answer to Guinness, Mulligan's. And to be honest with you, I was surprised how close the result was for me. I thought Mulligan's edged it. So we go to home bargains now, and we are going to compare Guinness Draught with the Nitro Stout currently available in home bargains, Dorothy Black. Now, before I start, both the same ABV, okay? They're both the same ABV, both Irish Nitro Stouts. I have compared in the past the Dorothy Black to the Mulligans from Aldi, and the Dorothy Black came out on top. And you must be asking yourself, well, why the hell are you going to do this video if you know that it's going to be better than the Guinness? That's a good question, actually. I haven't, you know what? I've never been able to come up with an answer to it, but you're going to get a comparison anyway. Yeah. Why didn't I? Anyway, so yeah, we're going to have a comparison. I'm going to give this the respect it deserves, this comparison. Consider it, a cup tie. You never know. What am I talking about? I'm not going to start this video again. So let's pour them out. Hopefully it won't go everywhere. So we'll crack open the Guinness. Oh, fuck's sake, one of them has to go, don't they, everywhere. Hang on. Right, let's open the Dorothy. Now, the Dorothy tends to behave itself. And it has. Oh, a little slightly, is it? Yeah, it has. All right. God, never do a video. Never do this video. Never do a video with Nitro Stouts. It's always a fucking nightmare. Right. So, let's pour them out, shall we? And try and do a decent enough pour on them. So as you can see, the Guinness is a bit short because it pissed everywhere. Oh, this is pathetic. I'm going to carry on. So the Guinness is a bit short. I do apologise for that, because it just decided to bolt, kind of piss everywhere. Right, you know what a Guinness looks like, didn't you? You know what a Guinness looks like. Yeah. Right. Anyway, let's look at as you can see, it went everywhere, and I've lost a shitload of Guinness. But we'll carry on with it because I don't want to. I just carry on with it. So as you can see, it's a thinning head because of my pour, which is terrible, and the Guinness went everywhere. That's why we like that. The colour is exactly the same on them. Okay, so if the head was slightly up, I think the heads would have looked quite identical, to be honest with you. That's my excuse anyway. So it's all about the taste, though, isn't it? Let's get a whiff. With Nitro Stouts, they're not big flavours. They're not big smells either. For me, yeah, slight roastiness there. It's there. So yeah, obviously the Dorothy smells better because the head's nearer to the top of the glass. So we'll waver that. Okay, it's all about the taste, though, isn't it? I'm going to go in with the Guinness. you know, it's just thin, isn't it? It's just thin. Every time I have a Guinness, it's just thin and watery. You know, what you perceive as something that's going to be really thick and dense in body, by the look of it, you don't get it. But yeah, you know, it's roastiness, you know, all them for Guinness flavours. And there would be, it's a bloody Guinness. It's easy drinking, and you know, brand loyalty is, you know, it's one of the biggest branded beers in the world. Let's face it, if not the biggest. So yeah, it's all there. Of course it would be. It's a can of Guinness. Does the Dorothy Black taste better than the Guinness? Cheers. Well, on its own, you know, it ticks the boxes. You know, it's got a thin body, and you know, you do get nice flavours of roastiness and everything. Chocolate on first tasting, you know, it does match the Guinness. Taste them back to back. Let's go with the body. The Guinness is thinner. The Guinness is thinner in body than the Dorothy Black. Where it was closer with the Mulligans, it's a lot thinner. This is a strange tasting, because I remember saying that I thought the Mulligans was thicker in body than the Dorothy Black. I'm just thinking, what the fuck's this going on? You know what I mean? But as it is, and what my taste buds are picking up, body wise, the Guinness feels thinner. Taste. Yeah. Taste wise, the Dorothy Black kills it. It just does. It's pretty much a pointless exercise, this, to be honest with you. Both the same ABVs. But for me, the Dorothy Black, it's got more taste. It's got a lot more taste. It very much is, for me, a clear-cut winner. Yesterday, it was close between the Guinness and the Mulligans, taste-wise. Very, very close. And I wasn't expecting it to be as close to what it was. When you stick the Guinness against the Dorothy, body-wise, yeah, the Guinness is still thinner than the Dorothy. Taste-wise, the Dorothy's just blows it out of the water, really. With the, you know, with the Guinness, you're getting subtle notes. You know, it's Nitro. Nitro's for me. Taste wise, you want a great tasting stout, go for the Guinness Original. The Nitros for me, it's all about the look and the feel. It's not about the taste. The taste gets sacrificed. So there's subtle notes of bitterness, hot bitterness towards the back end, subtle notes of got a marshmallow feel. I call it the marshmallow feel, a light aerated feel with hints of slight hint of chocolate, bitterness, cocoa bitterness, roasted malts glide in. Okay, that's the Guinness for me. It's thin, there's roastiness, there's a hint of coffee, chocolate, you know, like a typical stout. When it comes to the Dorothy Black, don't get me wrong, it's still light. It's still got more body than the Guinness. but it feels slightly more hoppy. You know, it's you pick up a slight grassy note on the back end. It's slightly roasted notes on the front end. There's more distinct stout flavours to it. There's more roasted malt. There's more chocolate bitterness, coffee bitterness to it. There's more going on in that glass than the Guinness. That's basically what I'm saying. So boys and girls, it's been a crap one. I do apologise for the Guinness going all over the shop. But this is what you do when you do the videos. I don't edit them. I just do them as they are. So for me, it's proved everything. Dorothy Black is the winner, and it's more clear cut with this comparison than the Mulligans. There's going to be another Dorothy Black comparison coming up because it's beating the Mulligans, it's beating the Guinness. I'm going to stick this against my favourite Nitro Stout and see how it compares to it. If you follow me, I think you know what one it is. And for me, Dorothy Black, I think that is the best Nitro Stout available widely in all the big stores. Definitely. Cracking beer, that. Thank you so much for watching this one. Again, yeah, Mickey Mouse, amateurish with the pour, amateurish with not doing the Guinness justice. If you get Guinness lovers out there think, God, that's a shit one. Well, you're right, it was. See you on my next one. Kiss it, bib bib.